Today we are doing Botox, and Botox is the #1 aesthetic procedure in the world. The other little known fact is that RejuvenationMD is in the top 1% in the entire country with how much Botox and fillers that we do. And that's out of over 45,000 offices. So we do it a lot, people do it a lot, and we all love it. So I'm gonna show you a typical Botox injection. So Botox usually, I know, Courtney, she's laughing. So Botox is usually used for crow's feet, between the eyebrows, which is called the glabella, the forehead. We can also use it to help lift the lower face. You can do it in neck bands. You can do it for masseter muscles if you grind or you get TMJ or you get headaches. We can do it in those big muscles. You can treat excessive sweating by treating in the armpits or hands or feet if that's where you excessively sweat with Botox. So there's lots of places we can put Botox, but the places that we typically do it is usually this area. So I'm going to show you a typical injection. So I've already drawn up my Botox and we're going to start with crow's feet. Okay, you ready? Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to start right here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh la la. Here we go. Boom, boom. Perfect. I don't know why I say these things. Okay.
I love it.
1, 2, 3. Come up with different. Sometimes I come up with different things.
It gets people like not take their mind off of it. You know, they're like, oh, it's pinching.
I hope so. It's just a
the
tiny
Dr.
little
T's
baby
making
pinch.
noises.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Making.
It helps.
I like to make the noises. Okay,
yes.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. La 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 la. Right there. It's do it even without even knowing. Okay, so that is one side. Let's go to the other side. Yeah, because we want to make sure that we're equal. I'm gonna wipe around here. And so usually we do 12 units per side. Here we go. Ooh la la. So 12 units per side for crow's feet is where we start. Sometimes we do a little bit more depending on what the severity of the crow's feet are. We're gonna go here, la la la. Ooh, there we go, perfect. And then one more a little lower. And then sometimes we can go super low like this when people have lines that go, you know, even closer to the midline there. So that's crow's feet. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So this is for the area called the 11s. And we in the FDA recommend to start with 20 units in this area. Sometimes people need 30 units like me. Sometimes people need 40 units. Typically like a man usually needs more units than women do for that area. And Botox can take hold in about 3 to 4 days, or it might take as long as 2 whole weeks, but it typically lasts 3 to 4 months. So now I'm going to do your forehead, okay? Over your left eyebrow. 1, 2, 3, here we go. So afterwards, what I would recommend is facial exercises for about an hour. So you're going to raise your eyebrows, you're going to furrow your brow, you're going to smile, probably things you're going to do in the car at the person in front of you anyway, but just for about an hour. And then for the next few days though, 3 to 4 days, I don't want you putting any pressure on this area. So if you have a massage scheduled, you would want to put the cradle way up here, or maybe just wait a week before you get your massage. And if you do have a massage scheduled and you are changing it, then you need to tell me and I will go and take your spot. Yeah. And then, like I said, it will take hold anywhere from 2 to 3 days up to 2 whole weeks, and then typically lasts 3 to 4 months. So it's a great, easy procedure. It takes about 10 minutes to do. And really, nobody will really notice that you have it unless they're doing Botox, and they probably will notice it. But then they're doing Botox, so it doesn't matter if they notice if you're doing it. So let's see. There's really no side effects. I mean, you could get a bruise. You're not going to bruise. It doesn't look like you're going to bruise at all. But the other, you know, sometimes people feel very nervous about putting a toxin into their skin. But boy, this has been around since the 80s. It only radiates out a quarter, so your left hand isn't going to go numb because we did Botox up here. So it just doesn't travel like that. I'm not getting it into your bloodstream. And little known fact, it takes over 30,000 units to kill somebody, and we just did 54 units. So I mean, we're nowhere close to getting into any kind of dangerous level. So it's really safe. I do it, she does it, 1 in 3 people do it. You should come do it, and you can find us online at RejuvenationMDMedSpa.com.